Hey, did you ever ask yourself how to build a brand while having an impact in your market? Most of the time when we talk about, I'm sorry, most of the time when we talk about building a brand, everybody thinks about eliciting an emotion or building an experience or creating an experience in the mind of our audience or anything of that nature. What we try to do in this episode is to help you understand how to build a brand while having an impact, because that's the most impactful thing to do, since we don't want to just have some uh, uh, building some picture in the mind of our audience. We want to actually get them to identify us and also help create that conversation happen. So in this video, we're going to be talking about building a brand as a way of doing business and generating business, not just as something that is a very passive. So the first thing we want to understand when we want to build a brand in order to create an impact is to make sure that we understand exactly who is it we are trying to do business with. That's the first thing. Now you're gonna say maybe this is common, I know about it and all that. No, you don't know. I don't think you know. The idea we want to do is we want to narrow down our market to the minimum possible, so that every time we are able to generate that conversation, and every time we are putting a piece of content out there, or we are reaching out to somebody through cold outreach or warm outreach, every time we are doing any kind of action, we have already set up the momentum going, and we have everything going good for us. So that's very important. The idea what this creates is it helps us uh, stand above everybody, because we don't go and play other people's game. We are playing our own game. We are competing with ourselves, because we are choosing a very small niche of people that we want to talk to. So we are being we are trying to build an image or a brand inside a big small pond, not trying to go inside a big pond. So we're trying to be a big brand inside a small pond, rather than being a big brand inside a big pond. That's the huge differentiation. So the first thing, we are not competing with others that can, you know, shadow us or eclipse us. That's very important. Next, we are speaking to a tiny percentage of the market, and we are helping them concretely, and we are taking those results and we are using it as a social testimonials, and something that can empower us and empower our image, and we go and we doubling down on helping others by getting first that momentum going and getting those results. That gives us not only validation for what we do and the way we do it, but also for our social impact and social testimonials. Okay, the next is this kind of effort would have to put inside a big pond, would be immense to help create attention. Now, if we go, as I just mentioned, and try to put this effort inside the big pond, or try to go and compete with the big names out there in your market, obviously you're gonna be run down. That's for sure. But if we go ahead and we select, and when I say a very tiny member, yes, it's a very, we are not trying to reach 10, 20, 100. We are, if we can start by getting 2 to 3 people, helping them, giving them the right support, then we can take that and move it and build on it. Okay. And finally, we are increasing our chances of connecting with the right people with whom we can truly identify with. And this is very important because it helps us set up our image and set up our brand. And from there, it's way easier to go and move into the next level by start getting more people than just try to play the big game and without having any sort of validation or results beforehand. So this is the best way I find to for any life insurance agent or anybody out there, marketer or anybody out there who is trying to build a brand and build a list and try to get momentum going. This is the best way of doing it. Now, how to go and create that target market of people that you need to speak to, that's going to be a different part of this video. We are not going to be talking about it in this video. I'm going to be doing a separate video where we're going to be talking about it, how to go and niche down exactly on who is your dream avatar, what kind of questions you need to ask, what kind of rabbit hole you need to really go down to in order to find the right answers to. All right. So with that being said, I'll stop here. And if you have any questions, please make sure to leave them in the comments. Look forward to hearing from you. Bye bye.